I'm a nurse.
Shamanism and nursing.
I have found that being in a nursing position for over 30-something years, we've lost the connection to our heart. I'm really appreciating, I don't know if anybody watched Miss America, and that nurse that got up and all the aftermath from that. I actually woke up one morning and I said, in my head, oh my gosh, thank you to Joy for her statement about this nurse and using the stethoscope, because it reminded me that still in this culture we have a way that we are still blind and our hearts are not open to how we really show up with one another, and how nurses, among others, are not really appreciated, welcomed, and honored for the gifts that they bring. So one of the things that I also do, I teach heart rhythm meditation, which is really about the marriage of your heart, your heartbeat, and your breath. And it is a meditation that brings you actually into your body deeper to stay present. And while you are there with your heartbeat in a sense of, I don't think my spiritual teachers ever thought of it or spoke the word shamanism, but it is, as I opened up deeper to it, because my heart tells me, the energy of my heart shows me when I'm feeling contracted, when I'm feeling a little nervous, like right now. When I'm noticing that, oh my gosh, how could I possibly speak about what is in my heart, for fear that someone outside of me will not recognize the vulnerability that I'm expressing and sharing, and they won't hold it as sacred. So the heart rhythm meditation consistently brings me back to me. And when I can bring that into my work as a nurse, I pray every day that I can bring some of that there. And I believe that when we can bring more of our heart and the vulnerability that's there, whether you're a nurse or not, it's going to make a huge difference in the world. It's all about coming from the heart.
Can you give us a 5-minute heart rhythm exercise so everyone can join heart rhythm meditation for 5 minutes? We have a time constraint. We'll give everybody 5 minutes of their heart rhythm meditation.
Okay, so if everybody, typically we sit straight up so we have an upright energy through our spine, and our feet typically are flat on the floor, our ground. It doesn't matter, we know where we are, we can hold that space in our hearts. So with our eyes closed, you want to breathe down. For many of you, I'm imagining you're familiar with yogic breath, which is all rich and beautiful, and it brings a lot to our bodies. But deepen that. And when you quiet and just be for a few seconds, just see where your breath is. That's what you might call noticing your everyday breath. Where are you right now, right here? Notice if there's a catch, a little tension, something in your diaphragm, a place that is not more fluid and flexible. Just notice and see where that is. Give an invitation. While you're just being there with your everyday breath, see if you can become aware of your heartbeat. Can you actually feel it? So many times we say, yeah, I know where my heartbeat is. I mean, again, as a nurse, I often ask people, have you ever felt your own heartbeat? And that doesn't include if you've had palpitations or you're having a heart attack or something like that. It's different. What does it feel like? There is that precious jewel that is consistently and constantly beating for us and bringing us back home. There's a shaman in our heart. So with your breath, I invite you to see if you can tap into that heartbeat, and I want you to breathe to the beat of your heart. So sometimes we count to give our mind something to do, because you know our mind wants to be active, wants to have a part. So if you're going to inhale, and you might inhale to the count of 5, watch to see how you can marry the beat of your heart, 5 beats to 5 breaths. And you inhale up. Now, my tradition, we don't hold our breath at the bottom, we only hold it at the top. So if you inhale to 5, and then you exhale to 5, watching the beat of your heart. And breathing in and out of your nose, for me, is considered an earth breath. We call that an earth breath in my school. That earth breath, our root chakra, our grounding, our feet on the earth, our connection to the mother, our foundation as we move out into the world, carried with us all the time. Sometimes you can't sense your heartbeat, so put your hand on your heart. It's a subtle little dance and a gift that's going on. Feeling, what is my heart saying? When we incorporate the earth breath, which is in and out of the nose and deep, we're also focusing on the depth of our heart, the bottom shape of our heart. And we're encouraging that to open and lengthen down to the ground. The water breath is in your nose and gently blowing out of your mouth very softly. And the water breath following the earth breath is a wonderful cleansing of energies, of anxieties, of emotions, middle of tearful expressions or rememberings. We use our water breath like a waterfall. We breathe in and bringing the light and the energy from the crown chakra, from the divine, into our heart. And as we breathe out, it's coming out of our mouth through our heart, and it's coming back up over our head to shower us like a waterfall, cleansing us. So somewhere in the middle of all these breaths and these techniques, you kind of lose track of the awareness of your heartbeat. And that's the invitation to come right back to, what does my heart feel? Sometimes I often drive, I have my hand on my heart a lot to remind me, come back, come back. It's a very quiet breath. It's like listening to the fall bugs, cicadas, and crickets. So the heart breath, heart rhythm meditation, it takes time, it takes presence. It's an invitation to you to come home in a way that so often throughout our day, I know my experience throughout my day, I'm pulled outside all the time. And heart rhythm meditation is an invitation to come back, settle into your heart, and listen for the messages, the intuitions that come through, the guidance that's there. I believe we all know when we're speaking truly from our heart versus from our head. And I pray that we can stay there more often and bring this more out into the world.
I'm wondering if Andrea sometime does it for herself when it's stressful at the hospital, but I can imagine, wherever she is, I can imagine her leaning over the bed and guiding a client into heart meditation. You've done that. That's so nice. I was told that one guy in America calls something like that embodiment, and he gets away with it. Because it does, oh, what's embodiment? They can call it visual imaging, and then it's okay. So we're still looking in America for okay words to use when you're in an official situation so that you can do real shaman work. It's not faking it, it's finding the word they use as well. And thank you so much.